again. I am on my second video. Today we are doing a video on the meaning of life, living with more purpose. A lot of people tend to go throughout their whole life feeling meaningless, feeling like they're missing out on something, like they're not doing what they're supposed to be called to do in life. Sometimes all of us feel like that. It's just a matter of finding your purpose, of getting out of that rut that you may have been in. Today, I'm going to go along with some steps with how I feel is the most important ways of challenging yourself and finding your calling, your meaning, or purpose in life. The first one is challenging yourself. This is getting out of your comfort zone, getting out of the box, doing something different that you're not used to doing. This is going to allow you to learn something new, to develop new skills, maybe new friends. It is going to prove to you also just how great you are, like how much you're able to learn, how much you can do. Sometimes you surprise yourself by doing this. This is the first step. Second step is getting out of the job rut. Gosh, this is hard for a lot of people because as time progresses, you feel stuck in a certain career path. Sometimes it's literally just a job. It's not a career. It's just a gig to make some money, to earn a living, to take care of your bills, your family, or yourself. So let's say, for instance, you are not a routine type of person. You're spontaneous, you like meeting new people, you like change of scenery sometimes. You're stuck in a 9 to 5. You're stuck in a cubicle. There's no one there who seems to appreciate what you do. You feel meaningless on that job. This is a time where I feel like you really have to evaluate what it is that you love doing and try to focus on moving towards that. Make that a goal, because clearly you're not going to get anywhere on a dead-end job. And there's so many dead-end jobs out there, and they want you to do like 5 people's work for no one's pay. So this is worth taking advantage of. Take the steps necessary to get out of that kind of situation. Number 3 is interacting with others. I have here that it does not mean texting, BBMing. It is not, sitting on Facebook all day long. That's not real interaction to me. That's social online networking. That's not interaction with people. It is important to get out there, smell the fresh air, meet new people, have interesting, new, captivating conversations, learn about others' way of life, Sometimes you can call up an old friend, you call a family member, someone you miss, someone you haven't spoken to in a long time. This is a way of meeting new people, because through them you can meet other people. Sometimes you can join a club or a group, find people who are like-minded. This is a very good way also of getting out of the normal scenery, your normal crowd. Number 4 is becoming more spiritual, or developing your spirituality more. It's by attending church, through meditation, prayer, becoming more knowledgeable of the connection that you have with the universe, with God. This should be number 1. This should actually be number 1, your faith. Never neglect your spiritual side, because we all have a spirit inside. It should not be neglected. And we all know if you neglect something long enough, it works against you. It goes away completely. It turns the opposite. So you need to feed that spirit within you to grow more as a person. I always like to say, We are not human creatures living in a spiritual existence, but rather spiritual creatures having a human experience. So always think about it that way. Number 5 is by reading more. Reading is something I absolutely love to do. Knowledge is power. Reading is truly an empowering weapon, so to speak. Not only can your mind get to wander into different worlds, different atmospheres, literally different worlds, you can stimulate yourself of creativity and develop your areas such as concentration and intellect, because you practice on focusing on something. Your imagination gets a chance to run wild, and you get out of the actual realm of reality and into whatever world it is that you're reading about. So this is an important step. Number 6, giving more. Like I said in the blog post, you're not expected to end world hunger, but you can help someone. Helping one person is just as good as helping the world. You are helping the world by helping one person at a time. You can go out there and you can find someone who's less fortunate than you, and you can decide to give them something. This is not to give them in private, in public, to get praise from other people. This is something that is between you, them, and God. This is going to make you feel like you've done something for the world, like you mean something in the world, like, it's very important. And by you giving, you're going to get more as well. It's just a cycle. Number 7, find your own creed or your own cause. Going through your life day to day with no care can and will feel like a drag, because you have no aim, you have nothing to aspire to. You need to have some type of cause, something that you know that you're passionate about, something that you feel the need to speak up for. Notice I said speak up for, not speaking up against, because you don't want to fight against something. You want to go with the energy. You want to, like I said before, be that which you want to see in other people or in the world. Number 8 is very important to me. This is exercise, working out. This is important, yes. This can give you guns of steel. This will give you abs of steel. This will improve your energy. This will increase your metabolism. This will develop your self-confidence and make you feel strong. You start to walk with that stride and that strut. Guys and gals who exercise a lot, they don't do it because they're cocky, because they think, oh, look at me, For some reason, the self-confidence comes from within. Your posture improves. Therefore, you walk with your chest high, your head up. You feel like you're floating. This is awesome. Exercise more. You, like I say, lose what you don't use. So you sit back and you just, stress yourself out, you eat. You're going to get fat. You're going to get tired. You're going to be angry. You're not going to have the zest for life. This is a way to condition this vessel that we're in called the body. Not only does it do all those other great things, but it gives you a healthy immune system, healthy cardiovascular system. It actually helps with addiction because it takes away the craving for a while. You get to focus on something else other than drinking or smoking. And like I said, the energy that you will gain is going to be able to help you fight throughout life. It's going to help you be able to keep up and keep going. Sometimes you don't have to like do P90X like I do, or Insanity, or whatever else intense boot camp style workout there's the new trend. You can dance, you can skate, you can walk, you can just get outside with the kids and play ball, whatever. So a lot of different ways you can work up the sweat, get that body moving, get the heart rate pumping. Number 9 is getting a hobby. Instead of sitting around just flicking the remote watching the Kardashians. Those people don't sit around watching other people's lives. So you need to find something constructive to do with your life. Whatever it is that you like doing, you can write, you can paint, you can draw, you can speak, you can read, you can, whatever it is you like, playing tennis, basketball, whatever it is that that you're passionate about. And make sure it's something that you love doing, something that when you're doing it, the time seems to just fly by and you don't even notice it. This is something that you really love doing. Now, not to say there's anything wrong with keeping up with the Kardashians, because I am a victim, shall I say, from time to time, because there's nothing else to do and I've already exhausted all of these other steps. But for the most part, just turn the TV off. Just turn it off and get up and do something. TV is, I've always been taught from a young age that most of what's on TV is horrible. It's distracting. It's going to take away from you more than add to you, unless it's something on public broadcasting or something that's going to teach you something, a documentary or whatever. Most of it's trash. Number 5 is building intimate relationships or falling in love. This is very, very important. This is something that you must open your heart to. You must learn to be able to give yourself freely to someone. Not anyone now, someone who you know is going to appreciate you, someone who sees your gifts, who sees how awesome you are. And it's not nearly as hard to face life when you have someone else by your side. This is very important to understand. You don't go around just pouring your heart out to any old buddy. It's with someone special. You should learn to love more. This is important. You have to share important moments of your life with someone. Sharing them alone is just not fun. And that would make you feel very alone, very meaningless. But if you have one person to share them with, it makes it much more worthwhile. So, those are my 10 tips today for finding your meaning and purpose in life, or making your life more meaningful. I hope you would incorporate some, if not all of these steps. I bid you adieu, and peace and love until next time. Bye!